We'll take the little stuff down to you.
Okay, now.
Ready for your long drive home? He likes to announce his arrival. Where's Yes, Alexis. Oh, we'll probably stick around a little. We have to pack a little bit still. Okay, I'm just going to say he just went. Okay, good. Yep.
Okay, even better. Everybody else is strong. So I said,
Hello. Here we are. Good afternoon. Welcome, everyone. I see people waving. I'll wave back. Good afternoon, and welcome, everyone, to our November 2021 graduation. What an exciting day. So excited to have you here. My name is Megan Kester. I'm the Executive Director for Canine Companions, and we could not be more happy to join you in today's celebration. Family, friends, and community. These three pillars tie us together and they enhance our lives. These three pillars also represent the foundation and the passion behind Canine Companions. Today, we celebrate the graduation of 12 teams. These individuals and their families have made a big commitment to becoming a service dog team. The application process and the 10 days of team training culminate today with a new family member that might have 4 paws. Their families will continue to grow as our clients work with their dogs all together. They will share their stories and their successes together with friends, and they'll continue to make new friends along the way. As they travel through the grocery store or the halls at work and life all together, they'll be asked how they became a team, and those interactions will lead to more friendships. As those friendships grow, so will the Canine Companions community. Today, we have built strong connections between puppy raisers and clients, staff and friends. Each day, and especially at graduation, we feel our community grow. We are a community that is open to supporting adults, children, and veterans whose lives are enhanced by their partnership with a service dog. We are a community that enhances and embraces our friends and relies on their care and their help to move our mission forward. And we are also a community and a family. This day is about celebrating all of those who have made today possible. I want to start by thanking our puppy raisers. The time you've spent training and caring and loving for these dogs has helped prepare them to the new adventure that will begin for them today. So round of applause for our puppy raisers. I want to thank our clients and their families who have traveled to Central Ohio from somewhere in our 14-state region to take part in the training that will help them be successful. The commands, the grooming, the education, and the confidence that you have today will make you successful. But don't forget to keep those expectations high. I want to thank the Greater Chicagoland chapter for sponsoring Team Training Lunch. That is super important. We need that energy all along the way. And I really want to thank Discover. They have sponsored this graduation, and it's truly their well wishes for each of you and their support of our mission that makes this possible. And additionally, I want to thank our staff. Your time and talent and compassion helped us get here today. You've been a part of all of today's festivities, all of the phone calls, getting everyone here, and the coordination and the training. And you truly make this a memorable experience. We're so excited to bring all these pieces together and celebrate today with our family, our friends, and the Canine Companions community. At this time, I want to invite Suzanne to come on up and help us celebrate the work of our puppy raisers.
All ceremonies start off with a simple sentence. Thank you for being here. Here isn't just a place. Here is possibilities. Here is the day that the puppy raisers strive for. In this room, there are a diverse group of people who share in the passion for dogs. As puppy raisers start the journey of raising a puppy, there are many gifts we learn from the dogs, but it's the friends along the way that show us what it means to be present. Puppy raisers live in the right here, the right now. As our puppies learned in team training, dogs live in the moment. Our puppy raisers were on their toes from day one, watching and supervising the puppy, planning activities, making a game plan, figuring out strategies to help set the puppy up for the best success. As the puppy raisers in this room and watching from home recall their time with the puppy, you'll remember the excitement of picking up the puppy, the sleepless nights battling idiopathic diarrhea, the laughs when the puppy did something silly, and know right now, in this room, the tears of happiness knowing a new adventure awaits this small bundle of fur. However, while the world of puppy reports and vet runs, learning commands, checking off boxes is part of the expected process, what is not expected is the joy in sharing this journey with others. It's getting back together with friends and family we haven't seen in a year, enjoying the ability to talk to friends in person at puppy class and learn firsthand versus through a screen. It's sharing in the success of a dog with like-minded people. The human-animal bond is strong, but the human-to-human relationship is what we can't live without. So I'd like to thank our puppy raisers. To Debbie and Linda, thank you for proving friendship and caring outweigh everything else. To Lisa Rickards, thank you for your knowledge and leadership. We are lucky to have you a part of the team. Your commitment to our community just makes us all stronger. To John and Devere, thank you for being warm and welcoming. I will always hold in my heart spending time with you turning pens. To Brooke Myers, thank you for being a part of the team. It sometimes takes a village to raise a puppy. To Susan Spicer, thank you for your humor and puppy pictures and your willingness to travel across country to help canine companions meet our goals. With you a part of our community, you make a large community feel like family. To Christine McHenry, thank you for your willingness to teach new things and problem solve to help build a confident puppy. To Brian Baker, sometimes the hardest decisions are the best decisions. Thank you for your honesty and commitment to the mission. To Emma McClellan, puppy raising is an adventure. Thank you for continuing to head on new adventures with a puppy named Frodo and sharing our story with all that you meet. To Katie Ferris, thank you for your enthusiasm and patience, specifically with waiting for a puppy. Without the support of family, all things are possible. To Pat Sims, thank you for being you. Pat, I love working with you. A puppy might be small or a big dog, and Pat loves them all. To Beth and Bill Nelson and Teresa Hart, thank you for being a team. You are what a true volunteer looks like. To Don Stoll, thank you for being so cool and collected and making Puppy Raiser look like a breeze, because not all that wander are lost. Norman Birdwell, who wrote Clifford the Big Red Dog, now a live-action movie. When Emily Elizabeth got Clifford, she didn't know what she was getting into. However, through friends, family, and community, like a puppy raiser, every day was an adventure and an opportunity to learn about themselves and to share an amazing experience with others. Thank you to all for the endless possibilities you bring to our mission. To end, you might have come here for a puppy, but you're leaving with a friend. Puppies are just the icing on the cake. Thank you. I'd like to introduce Gwen Dudak, who will be talking about the class, or introducing the class, the beginning part.
Got that right. I get the best part of the show. Today we celebrate the conclusion of another team training class and the beginning of a new chapter in the lives of some very special individuals and families. Team training is so much more than just a class that teaches you how to work with a professionally trained service dog. Team training is something that you do for 2 weeks, but it's 2 weeks that will have an impact for years to come. Team training is an opportunity to focus on family. Family supports us as we work through the long days, talks to us when we are frustrated, and family celebrates with us when we add that new four-legged partner into it. 12 families celebrate bringing this new family member home today. Team training is an opportunity to focus on friendship. Families come together because of a common goal, but in addition to this common goal, they find that they share other life experiences. Bonds are formed and friendships are made. The puzzles and games in the play area may have been good after-class entertainment for some of the kids in our class, but through those games and conversations about their dogs, friendships were formed. Students spending time off together at a restaurant or shopping, experiencing this new life in public with a dog together rather than just as an individual, made these experiences more enjoyable and hopefully a little bit less stressful. We would like less stress, yes. In forming the bond of friendship with their new dog. For our successors in the class, they know the impact of this bond and the importance of this friendship. Team training is an opportunity to focus on community. This experience builds a community of family and friends, and it brings people from all over. In this case, for this class, folks from Indiana, Illinois, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Missouri, Ohio, and New York. And this community spent many hours in Columbus, that community, learning the work of having a service dog, but also by proxy talking to the community about canine companions and leaving a positive impression along the way. Today, these families will begin their journeys back to their home communities, and the impact there will continue. Enhancing an individual's life is tangible. Freeing that person's energy up to do more is important. Adding confidence so that individual may experience more of life is important. Experiencing curiosity from the public, and that brings strangers together. Common interest builds community, and in one case, working with groups of children who have special needs or are victims of crime touches lives in ways we can only begin to understand. So with that introduction, we would like to introduce our individuals, and Tanya Halford is going to start us off.
I'll have Alexis and Pat join me up here. Alexis from Ohio attended class with her mother, Tiffany. Behind the scenes, her entire family was here supporting her they were all supporting each other. We have enjoyed watching this team grow over the last 2 weeks. Not only do they hope to have Clifford help with daily tasks, they also envision him being a motivator and assistant during therapy sessions. He might not be the biggest or the reddest dog on her street, but he's likely the best dog on the street. Alexis is more than willing to give her new companion a pet and a gentle kiss on his head for a job well done. Pat has given her heart to our program for over 20 years, raising puppies in hopes of giving the gift of a working dog. Not only raising puppies, but willing to help when asked in a variety of different ways. I even recall her doing office work when she happened to be in Ohio from her hometown in Illinois. We appreciate you. Alexis was matched with Clifford and presenting Clifford a Male Lab Golden Cross as his volunteer puppy raiser, Pat and Bob from Illinois. And I'll have Anthony and Chris come up. Anthony traveled from New York to attend class, And this fast-paced team is one that if you blink, you might miss the awesomeness in action. Often unnoticed in class, they would master the skills of dog handling with what appeared to be a natural talent. They're already working well together as a team. The future is filled with making memories in their day-to-day life as well as on the road when Power Soccer is back online from its COVID hiatus. Chris, a repeat puppy raiser that is constantly fine-tuning her dog training ability to be the best dog handler she can be. She trained Erin her basic commands and, more importantly, encouraged her to be a learner. Her enthusiasm to train and work with canine companions shows through. Anthony was matched with Erin V, a female lab, and presenting Erin is her puppy-raising family from Illinois. All right, I'll have Chelsea and Brian join us up here. Chelsea traveled from Indiana to get her successor dog with her mother, Heather. Getting a successor dog is often challenging as we can never duplicate the relationship of the first dog. The bond and intuition that develop over the years of relationship take time to develop. Add in the fact that we are constantly modifying and fine-tuning how we train and work with the dogs. Heather, as a facilitator of the team, worked hard to command her team with a new handling and play. Her desire to work with the dogs as requested showed through with all that she did. We are so grateful for her efforts to make this team the best it can be. She was a coach and a motivator to both Chelsea and her new dog. We see this relationship growing each day and look forward to seeing the relationship blossom over the years. Brian and family are multi-time raisers that took a pause in puppy raising. Finding themselves with time, they decided to venture back into puppy raising. And Hector was their added entertainment and adventure into their likely already busy lives. Chelsea was matched with Hector VI, a male lab golden cross, and presenting Hector is the Baker family from Ohio. I'll now have CHRISSY and Brooke come up. CHRISSY from Ohio attended class to be placed with a service dog. A volunteer for Canine Companions, we've appreciated her willingness to help while in wait for an assistance dog. She was a treat to have in class. She took each day with a positive attitude and seemed to have a natural talent when it came to working with her dog. She seemed to know when the right time was to be the cheerleader and worked him like a pro. She looks forward to having him at her side as she trains with her horse, and she looks forward to traveling with her new companion as she begins her busy travel season around the eastern U.S. Brooke began a new adventure when raising Huey. This was her first attempt at raising a puppy for Canine Companions, and it was a successful one. Huey's a sweet, gentle boy who's ready to go, but also perfectly content to hang out and be chilled. Not only does he have the great temperamental qualities, but I imagine he also wiggled his heart and his way into Brooke's heart, leaving some great memories along the way. CHRISSY was matched with Huey, a male lab, and presenting Huey today is his volunteer puppy raiser, Brooke from Ohio. I'd now like to introduce Natalie, who will continue our introductions.
All right. It's on the bottom.
All right. So Faith and Dawn, if you want to come up. All right, so Faith traveled from Missouri to come to team training with her mom, Jennifer. Faith has been looking forward to getting a dog who can help with things like getting her shoes and overall giving her more confidence. During team training, Faith's encouragement for Wander, her classmates, and even our demo dogs didn't go unnoticed as she was always cheering everyone on. There's no doubt that Wander is quite literally a perfect fit for Faith, with her gentle patience and affectionate nature all packed into one tiny bundle of fur. Wander was raised by Donald here in Ohio. Donald is a no-nonsense puppy raiser, following puppy raiser guidelines and doing what he needs to do to raise the best service dogs that he can. He's always keeping the mission in mind, and his enthusiasm is greatly appreciated. Faith was placed with Wander, a black female lab golden cross. Presenting Wander is puppy raiser Dawn Stoll. And Joey and Katie, if you want to come on up. Joey came to team training with his mom, Kelly Jo, traveling from Indiana. Their journey towards getting a service dog has been no easy feat, so they were thrilled when they got the call to come to team training. Their determination to succeed has been apparent during class by actively participating in lectures, asking thoughtful questions, and working with great teamwork and communication between the two of them when working with Landau. They're already so excited about the independence and companionship that Landau will be able to give Joey, and they appreciate his laid-back and snuggly, but also playful nature. Landau was raised by Katie in Ohio. Katie is always dedicated to the dogs that she raises and is an advocate for the power of the teamwork it takes to raise puppies. She pulls on the support of her family when needed and will willingly offer her assistance to other puppy raisers as well. She's active in the puppy raiser community and will even go to puppy classes when she doesn't have a puppy with her. That way she can be there to support her fellow puppy raisers. Joey was placed with Landau II, a yellow male lab golden cross. Presenting Landau today is puppy raiser Katie Ferris. Lori and Teresa, if you want to come up. Lori came to team training from Wisconsin. Lori's no stranger to dog handling, as she has plenty of experience working with police canines. So working with her new facility dog has come naturally to her over the past couple of weeks. Lori is excited to be able to channel Edison's high work ethic to her work with victims to empower them to give them more independence, utilizing tasks like retrieving a box of tissues, tugging a basket of toys, and plenty of interactive commands. Edison will certainly be kept busy throughout the day, offering support to victims in the courtroom, as well as working with students in schools. Edison was raised by Beth in Kentucky with the support of Teresa. Beth has been a dedicated volunteer, always asking good questions and doing everything she can to help the dogs she's raising be successful. Her kindness and approachable nature certainly don't go unnoticed. Teresa was quick to take Beth under her wing and offer assistance with raising Edison. Lori was placed with Edison IV, a male black lab. Presenting Edison on behalf of Beth is Teresa Hart. Mary and Lisa. Mary traveled from Indiana with her husband David to come to team training for her successor service dog. Mary was always quietly working and accomplishing the task at hand, so she really surprised us all during musical beds when she would swiftly come in and steal a bed from one of her classmates at the last second. Mary loves Quebec's gentle and loving nature and is excited to have him help her retrieve dropped items, as well as help with laundry indoors. These two have been working great together over the past 2 weeks, and we're looking forward to seeing their bond get infinitely stronger in the years to come. Quebec was raised in Missouri by Lisa. Lisa is a valued member of the puppy raising community as she offers her knowledge and experience as a puppy class leader and goes above and beyond to mentor new puppy raisers. She and the Kansas City group are always working together to problem solve and raise the best puppies that they can. Lisa's proficiency and dedication to the mission are greatly appreciated. Mary was placed with Quebec III, a male yellow lab. Presenting Quebec today is puppy raiser Lisa Rickards. And now Colleen will come up to present the rest of the grads.
Pam and Susan, can you please come up? Pam came to us from Illinois to receive her first canine companion's dog, Archer. Pam has worked so hard to figure out this weird new language, also known as the Canine Companion's command sequence. Her calm and gentle demeanor mirrors Archer's personality, and it's been great to see them work together. Pam was always very interested in hearing feedback about our handling, took all of our notes, and put them into action. She reports she's looking forward to heading home and getting in a routine where things will flow a little bit more naturally compared to having us chirping in her ears at all times. Okay, motivate. Now, correct. Now motivate. So beyond the physical assistance, Archer will be a true part of Pam's family and a great friend. Sometimes puppy raising is all about flexibility. This could not be more true than for puppy raiser Susan Spicer, who has been extremely flexible in helping us by turning in Archer here in Ohio when she lives all the way out in California. Thank you for that. Pam was placed with Archer IV, a male lab golden cross, and here to hand over his leash is his volunteer puppy raiser, Susan Spicer. Quinn and Emma. Quinn traveled from Ohio with his dad Brian to receive a service dog. Haynes will be Quinn's first canine companion. In team training, Quinn always tried to take all of the instructor's advice to heart, quietly contemplating what he was going to do next to set his team up for success. Quinn and Haynes' progression in class from somewhat unsure to quite poised has really been fun for us to witness. Quinn has reported that Haynes has already impacted his life in a significant way by increasing his independence, confidence, and quality of life. Quinn already thinks of Haynes as a family member and describes him as chill, goofy, loving, and sensitive. Quinn plans to have Haynes do all of the commands to enhance his level of independence. Although Emma is a fairly new puppy raiser for our organization, she has always been a great representative for canine companions. Whether it be through helping out other puppy raisers by puppy sitting or getting the community involved with our mission, Emma can always be counted on. Presenting Haynes, a male lab golden cross, is his volunteer puppy raiser, Emma McClellan. Steve and Debbie and Linda. Steve, an Army veteran from Minnesota, traveled to us to receive a successor service dog. This will be Steve's second canine companion service dog. Steve came into this team training with high expectations. His first service dog Champ left a big hole to fill. In the early days of team training, Steve was unsure if this new dog ZILFORD would fit the bill. But very quickly on, after being matched together, we could see ZILFORD begin to follow in Champ's paw prints and fill a role for Steve that he'd missed for the last few years. We were definitely happy to watch as this beautiful new bond started to form. In puppy raising, it's so important to enjoy the journey as much as the destination. This is definitely the case with puppy raisers Debbie Sloan and Linda Charles. Debbie and Linda are longtime friends that just relish the process of taking on each puppy they raise under their wings and teaching it the ins and outs of how to be a canine companion's dog. Steve was placed with ZILFORD, a male lab golden cross, and presenting him today are his volunteer puppy raisers, Debbie and Linda. Tim and Donna. Tim traveled from right here in Ohio with his wife Denise to receive a service dog. Arnold will be Tim's first canine companion's dog. During team training, Tim appreciated the way the staff did everything possible to set him and Arnold up for success. He had us check his training collars for him and was elated once he got it on right for the first time. We look forward to seeing how Arnold increases Tim's independence while he's out in his community or even when he's doing his woodworking. Tim has enjoyed how Arnold can be laid back when working, but also loves to play ball when on release. He also told us very early on that their relationship that has also told us very early on in their relationship that Arnold's loyalty to him has exceeded his expectations. Arnold follows him everywhere. Tim loves how Arnold seems to really want to work for him, and we love watching how fast Arnold's tail goes every time they work together. Donna has taken an interest in all kinds of crafts, like woodworking, quilting, and of course the craft of puppy raising. Like any craft, it takes dedication and patience to figure out how to put raw materials together to make a polished product. You did a great job polishing up Arnold, and your dedication shows. Presenting Arnold III, a male yellow lab, is his volunteer puppy raiser, Donna DeVere. All right, you guys, congratulations. So before we move on to the next part of our program, I'd like to bring up Tiffany and Alexis.
So a bunch of us were out to lunch one day, and we were trying to think of an idea to give back to the organization. And we did take a notice that there's not a lot of decorations around. Oh, sorry. So in case anybody wasn't able to hear, a bunch of us were out to lunch one day, and we were looking around and talking about what could we do to get back to the organization. And so one of the things we talked about was how there was like literally no decorations anywhere. And so we decided as a group to go to a local park and took a great big picture of everybody that could come. And unfortunately, due to shipping issues, even though we paid for the extra $30 for them to come ship it fast, it is now going to arrive on Friday. So we got an 8x10 preview to showcase everybody. And we just hope that you guys can display it and remember it. And the 4x6s that everybody was supposed to get is also coming. So if you wouldn't mind, I'll leave you some extra money to ship it to us. That would be great. Again, on behalf of everybody, we just cannot express how thankful we are for the puppy raisers, for the just canine companions themselves, and we just really appreciate what a wonderful gift you've given us. So thank you. And here is the preview of the picture. I know it's kind of hard to see, but so thank you.
Thank you very much. We will be sure to display that. Perfect to have you guys here. So it is my pleasure to introduce Kevin Cullen. Colonel Kevin Cullen retired from the U.S. Air Force and now serves as the Assistant Vice Provost and Director of Military and Veteran Services at The Ohio State University. Colonel Cullen is also a member of our North Central Regional Board, and I am happy to have him here today for a very special veterans presentation. So at this point, I'd like to ask Colonel Cullen and Steve if you would please come forward.
Well, Steve works his way up here. I thought I'd just share a couple of words. So what a day for family, friends, and community. First, congratulations to all the graduates. We are so proud of you all. What a special day. To the staff and the puppy raisers, the volunteers and the donors, thank you for making today possible. So I have the privilege of presenting one very special coin to a special individual. But I wanted to say Canine Companions has been military friendly since day one back in 1975. And really, I would argue even more than military friendly, military inclusive for the last 50 years. So Steve, on behalf of the entire organization, the board, the staff, and veterans everywhere, we wanted to present you with this Veterans Coin of Excellence as we approach Veterans Day and say thank you for your service. So if it's okay, as we approach Veterans Day next week, I thought there might be some other veterans in the audience. If so, could you please stand up? And if you don't mind, could you please come forward? And if you can't, we'll come see you. But we also have a Veterans Coin of Excellence for each one of you, and wanted to say thank you for your service as well.
Thank you all for your service. We truly appreciate you. At this time, I am very pleased to share our graduation video with each of you. The work that has happened over the last 10 days, this is only a teeny snapshot, but so many memories were created here and shared, and we can't wait to share them with you. So congratulations to the November 2021 class. I want you to know I didn't turn the microphone on. I want you to know that those Halloween pictures are the first Halloween party we've had in the first place that we've had guest rooms, so that was pretty exciting.